Wow.
Wow.
I mean, he has to. He's going to be the highest paid coach in sports. He's going to be the highest paid coach in sports.
Let me tell you something.
What?
Good for the Lakers. I'm not even suggesting this is definitely going to work out. We can dive into that, but good for the Los Angeles Lakers, and here's why. I said to somebody the other day, how come we don't hear the Los Angeles Lakers going after 3 people? And they said, who? I said, how come we don't hear them going after Jay Wright, former Villanova coach, Brad Stevens, Celtics executive, and Pat Riley? Why are they not starting with no's? Why are they starting with easy yeses in J.J. Redick, who obviously would take that job? Why are they not starting with no's? This is an example of starting with a no, starting with someone that is so accomplished and so good at his job that you act like the Los Angeles Lakers. You act like the team that has won as many championships as anyone else. You act like the team that had Showtime and Pat Riley and Magic Johnson. I don't know if this is going to work, but this is acting like the Los Angeles Lakers and targeting the top possible person out there.
The Lakers over the next few days are in a full court press to convince Dan Hurley to come to L.A. He has told them that he wants to hear them out. And I think the Lakers, Rob Pelinka, they want to put a program in place in L.A. They don't want to just have coach to coach. They want to put a program in for the long term. They want Dan Hurley's player development program. The NBA is changing. You can't in L.A. anymore just trade 3 or 4 first-round picks to bring in a star player and think you can have a roster that can win. That is how they got Anthony Davis. But you are seeing you have to draft well. You have to develop your young players. And in LA, I think the belief is always you're going to be able to get the star player who, finds his way to LA, but you're going to have to grow your young players. And the idea of Bronny James and the Lakers, they have the 55th pick. Who better, potentially, than Dan Hurley to be the development coach, to lead his growth than the coach who's really dominated the college sport. You talk about, X's and O acumen, player development. There's been more than one NBA coach who has said to me in recent months, talking about, even as they're watching tape on UConn for Donovan Clingan or Stephen Castle or others, they talk about the sophistication of UConn's offense. And I've had more than one coach say, this would really translate to our league. And certainly Rob Pelinka has recognized that. And from day one of this Lakers search, guys, it has been Dan Hurley. Now, they've interviewed other candidates. They don't know whether they can get Dan Hurley. So they have certainly interviewed other candidates. They have talked to others. But there has been one focus of this search, and that's UConn's coach.
How does LeBron James factor into this decision for the Lakers?
Well, if you look at LeBron's public comments, he did tweet it out, and I think you've seen it on some of the graphics. It's in my story on ESPN.com. Of all places, it was a J.J. Redick, Dan Hurley podcast, and they were breaking down some X's and O's, and they were showing some of Danny's offensive actions, and you saw LeBron tweet over, kind of, I guess, quote tweet it about how impressive what they run at UConn is. There it is. He's so damn good, along with his staff, super creative with their offense. Love it. But this is a hire, certainly. Listen, they want to win in the short term. They have a team coming back that's a good team, maybe could be a very good team. But this is a decision and an idea for beyond LeBron James. I think Anthony Davis is at the forefront of this conversation, and it's important to the Lakers. And I've talked to Anthony Davis about this in recent weeks, not about Dan Hurley, but about the idea that he wants to have a voice in this. He wants to be on the same page with the new head coach, whoever that is, and see how that coach may use him, the actions that he can put him in. And that's important to the Lakers, that Anthony Davis is on board with what this would all look like. Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss believe Danny Hurley is the best available coach in basketball right now, regardless of level. And that's why they are making such a determined effort to get him. They are preparing what I'm told is a long and massive contract offer for Hurley that you can expect they're going to present them here in the coming days.
Brian, so much of the conversations that we had about the Lakers' next head coach surrounded LeBron James and what was best for him and maximizing the amount of time he has left in his career. But if the Lakers do close this deal with Dan Hurley, what does this tell you about their long-term vision for the franchise?
Well, let me tell you what LeBron told the Lakers at the beginning of this process. LeBron told the Lakers they need to make a decision on their head coach that's not just about me. It's not just about what's good for me for maybe this year, next year. I don't even know if it's going to be 3, but certainly this year, next year. It's going to be about what you need to do for your franchise. It's going to be about Anthony Davis. And that was what he said. And I know that there was a lot of supposition that LeBron was selecting the coach or everything like that. And the message was, no, he's not. He wants the Lakers to do what's best for their team long term. And if the Lakers make a hire like this, it is not for LeBron era. Certainly, 2024-25, that's what the new head coach has got to deal with, and maybe 25-26. This would be a hire that they're making to try to format the way they want to operate as a franchise. Now, maybe it won't work out, but maybe it does work out. But this will be a thing that would be for many years. To pull him out of UConn, frankly, forget about how everybody feels. Forget about who's on the roster. You're going to take a coach out of a situation he's in right now. You're going to have to give him a very long, very big contract. And so when you make that offer and you begin this, you're thinking way past LeBron James. So I think that's what the Lakers are demonstrating by going down this path.